Hey, everybody, guess what? I'm disrupting the network marketing, or also known as the multi level marketing industry as well. ATS Network. It is the brand newest multi level marketing company that's getting so much media attention and breaking records all over the world. Why? I'll give you 6 reasons why. For one, it's free to join. That's right. If you want to make money with us, you don't have to pay a dime to join us. Number two, there's no auto ship. That means there's nothing that I'm charging you, and there's also no customer volume requirement. That means you don't have to order $199 worth of a product to get this, whatever, right? If you want all your residual income, it costs you nothing per month, whether it be auto ship or customer volume requirements for you to get in here. Number three, you don't have to pay monthly for your website. That's right. No $24.95 a month or all this stuff like that. Number four, there's no obligation or any incentive for you to recruit anyone. Now, I probably should have led with that. Let me say that again. I have the only network marketing company in the world in which you don't have to go out and get three to get three, get three, get three, and all that stuff like that. No recruitment whatsoever. Your mom, your grandmother, or the lady next door can do this. Number five, you never have to get promoted or recruit anyone to get the highest level of residual income. Since I don't have distributors and since I don't require you to recruit anyone, guess what? The moment you come in, you can get top level residual income. And finally, you only have to be an active customer to make money with the company. Check out the show notes. Probably the first link. Antonio T. Smith Jr. If you want to be one of the 100,000 millionaires that I want to create, this is where you should be. ATS Network. Link is in the show notes. Love you. You can plant better. You can dominate. Welcome to the Secret to Success podcast. My entire goal with this podcast is to give you value. That is it. I am not interested in you buying from me. If you want to, you can, but that is not the goal here. I do want you to go to the show notes for people that I interview because I do want you to buy from them or at least follow them. But I'm telling you, I am on a mission to create 100,000 millionaires. This podcast is part of that. Do yourself a favor and get everything that you deserve. Period, point blank. I want you to get that in this podcast, whether it be keynotes for me or interviews for millionaires, billionaires. It doesn't matter because we can't teach you anything you don't already know. You just forgot because the world made you forget. I love you. You got this. You're going to get this. This is your moment. This is you. Take notes. Listen to me on your commute. I don't care what you do. But this is yours. I do this for you. Like, if you're on a different platform, share it. Subscribe to it. Share this because there's not many people out here doing this here. Got this. All right, my man, Dakota Jones, man. Let me tell you, I'm getting ready. I think this is our first of 10 sessions?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding, man. I'm looking forward to giving you as much value as possible. And I'm also looking forward to releasing this out to the public or something and making sure a lot of people get help as fast as possible. Let's start off with a few different ways. Know that I've been watching you because I knew this was coming up. So we're gonna talk about a little bit of that. But before we do that, won't you tell the world who you are real quick, and then we can start there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My name is Dakota Jones. I am from Ellersville, Mississippi. I'm a sophomore at Jones College, where I'm a business administration major. Um, I own a business in Laurel Malls. I'm a sneaker artist, and I have a sneaker business. Um, I'm a very genuine young guy, and just super eager to learn from one of the best.
I sure appreciate you, man. Dakota has become one of my favorite people, y'all. I'm not playing with that. I'm dead serious. I mean, I met this guy. First off, he's taller than me. That don't really bother me, but standing next to the guy, he has freaking arm on my shoulder, right? He's freaking tall. And what are you, man? 20?
I'm
21?
19. Yeah,
19.
19.
See, 19 years old. You got your own business. It's called Luminous Footwear, right?
Luminous Footwear.
Luminous Foot Gear. That's right. Luminous Foot Gear. I love what you're doing. Instagram your main platform. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Instagram it is.
Outstanding, outstanding. Instagram is going to be it is your main platform. That makes sense. Number one platform in the world. I'm going to make some stuff about that too. We'll talk about that as well. But let's see. What I want you to do, man, take these instructions down for me real quick. I want you to email Deanna. The world knows that's my assistant, and I want you to email her every single way that people can buy from you
Yes, sir.
and find you every single way possible. Because every time I release these, I'm putting up your information. We're going to use these 10 sessions to not only bless you and train you, get you great, but I'm also going to use it as an opportunity for a launching pad for you to get some new sales as well. Fair enough?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So when I drop this on YouTube, whatever, podcast, basically, I want people to see your information. This is I want this to be a great blessing to you. So let's get at it, man. First off, I love everything you stand for. Real talk, I do. I love everything you stand for, and I'm equally as excited. I actually thought we were going to start last week. I was excited last week, but we start now. One of the first things I want you to do is I want you to step up the level of attention you're getting. So before you tell me anything, I'm going to tell you the first things I saw from just watching you. You are doing a fantastic job getting attention. You're taking pictures with folk, right? But from the outside looking in, two things immediately stand out to me. Thing number one, you not shining hard enough. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You put your foot on their neck, right? I'm not sure what your practice is, where you're coming from. I don't know if it's righteousness. I don't know if you're just being nice. Stop being nice. Put your foot on their neck. You understand what I'm saying?
I
That
see what you're saying.
means, man, you got to. I think how many times you post on Instagram? I'm going to say 3 a day. How many times you posting?
Um, right now I post like maybe twice a day.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
like and like with my
10
stories also. I post on my stories pretty frequently.
stories. Between stories and the post that I'm looking at, 10. You need to be looking at 10, 20 posts a day, easily,
Is it?
easily. Man, until I want you to post so much until 10% of your people are complaining. Okay, until if you, man, listen, you are not in business until 10% of the audience is complaining about you. Are you Apple or Android?
Apple.
How many people you know complain about Apple?
Oh, not many.
Exactly.
Well,
Now, how many Android users you know complain about Apple?
most of them do. They have Android. They complain about it.
Exactly, right? So you got Apple users don't really complain, but anybody Android complains. So basically, 50% of the world is complaining about Apple. That's when you're doing business,
Is it?
right? As of this recording, who's the president of the United States?
Donald Trump.
How
Mr.
many
Donald
people complain about Donald Trump?
Trump. A lot.
That's how you know you're doing business. You understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying? Before Donald Trump, who was the president of the United States?
Mr. Barack Obama.
And how many people? You get the point, right? Everybody complains. The other half of America complains. So you got the left side of America complaining about Trump. You got the right side of America complaining about Obama. The truth is, they're both great men. Doesn't matter what we think about them. That doesn't mean the point. They're both winners, is what we can say at least. They're both absolute winners. And since they are winners, people complain about them. Okay, so here's the deal, man. Your lesson number 1: make people complain because you're winning. I want you to write that down. I want you to put that in your heart. People aren't, yes, they are not complaining about you right now. First thing I noticed on Instagram. People need to be, now I'm not telling you, make them complain with your performance. Don't do that. Right? Don't do that. That's terrible because the market only rewards excellence. I'm telling you, when you become excellent, everybody pours and to be mad at you for that. And they're going to complain.
Yes.
Yeah. Right now, you don't have enough complaints. Put your foot on their neck. You should be at 10 posts. You should be. So let me give you some examples of posts. Okay, you can go in your note app on iPhone, say something fly, say something, your next ideas. Do you post your to do list? Screenshot that, put it in square form. Boom, throw it out there. You could take a picture of one of your designs, put that out there. You took a picture like 3 or 4 days ago with some dude. I don't even know who the dude was. Looked like a big deal. He was standing next to you, looking at, this was like 2 or 3 days ago, looking at your shoes. You know what I'm saying. He had your shoes. That was fly. I don't even know the dude. I don't know who he is. I'm pretty sure he's a big deal. But the picture has some good energy on it, and it made me say, "Yeah, my man doing this thing." You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, I do.
like look how little I know. I don't know who that dude was, but he looked like a big deal, right?
Yes, sir.
I, right. I don't even know what shoe you had on. I don't know where you was. I don't know nothing about the picture. All I know is I like the picture. It looked like a big deal. I wanted 10 more.
Yes, sir. You
All
got
right, there we go, man. So you got the lesson, right? Yeah, and I'm not now. This is Grant Cardone's 10x, right? But that's not what I'm attempting to do. But however, Grant Cardone's 10x should be said all over the place, every time, all of the day long, right? Basically, you are doing a good job. Now, stop doing a good job and become a monopoly. That's lesson number 2. This is
gotcha.
just for me observing. Yeah, become a monopoly. This is just for me observing you. You should be posting so much and doing so well that when anybody thinks about a young sneaker artist, they need to think about Dakota. If somebody travels to North or South Dakota, they need to think about you. If the word shoes come out somebody's mouth, they need to say, you know what, man, it brings me a good story, man. This is young cat I saw. You get it? If they think about an old shoe designer, Dakota, you get the point?
I get the point.
That's it, man. Do that, do that, do that. Let's see, there was a couple of things. Oh, another thing that I want you to do on your just for your post alone. Like forget, I'm just focused on Instagram. I'm not even worried about telling you LinkedIn on it. We will do all that later. I want you to shift up the narrative too. Okay, this how you gonna get them. Because right now you saying shine, shine, shine. Look at me, look at me, look at me. My shoes, my shoes, my shoes. Actually, you got 2 pages because you got the Luminous foot gear page and your
Yes, sir.
page because you added me on both of them. So right, this is
Yes,
what I
sir.
want you to do, bro. I want you to find a way to where whether it be a 6-second video, minute video, or IGTV video. What I want you to do is I want you to find a way to shift your narrative to giving back. Find a way. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but find a way, right? Here you are with kids younger than you. Switch before they take control of your narrative. You switch it on them before they do it,
Yes, sir.
right? You'll see this. A lot of people when we sell books, you see buy my book, buy my book, buy my book, and then we'll switch it up on you. We'll say, hey, I'm giving out 10 books for free. I'm
Yes,
giving
sir.
out. I'll be in Dallas. I'm giving out 1,000 books for free. We'll switch up the narrative because it keeps us genuine and we don't come off as someone saying me, 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 me. Now we're a brand that's saying, hey, I also care about you. Feel me?
Got it.
Now, one more thing, and then I'll let you talk and ask me questions. IGTV, you should be dominating that. Okay. Uh, I don't know if you know there's a standalone app for IGTV. You probably know. And just this morning, like as of this recording, just this morning, I saw that they got a series feature. That means you can follow your favorite creator and they can do series. Just this morning, have you heard of the series feature yet?
Oh no, sir. I haven't.
Man, I just saw it this morning, bro. Like you got to remember, I'm on business, sales, and marketing. My job is to stay on top of these things. Just saw it this morning. Now, I even went and looked to see if it had some of my favorite creators, and I didn't see them have series yet. So either they don't have the option, or they just don't know about it yet either, right? But they all gonna know about it. Here's what's gonna happen. I want to talk to you about your goals and your dreams. What are you waiting for? You waiting for someone to dress you in success? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Life was meant to be about laughter, joy, and abundance. There's no shortage of money, and success is your moral obligation, but you're still in the thinking mode. Haven't quite worked your way to saying yes. It's time for you to work, grind. Your business needs you to move from a walk to a run. You have been praying for this opportunity. You've been waiting for owners who will look out for your best interests and send most of the money back into the field. Well, ATS is that company. This is what you have been praying for. So now it's on you. Will you care enough about your business to actually take all the freshman level classes? Will you care enough about your business to move towards the sophomore classes and beyond? Over here, we're giving away all the information that takes you to get to 6 and 7 figures and beyond. Over here, we're not satisfied until 97% of our company is actually making money. We're not looking to get rich. We're looking to make you rich. And by default, we'll share an experience of that success with you. You will learn how to do all social media ads. Here, you will learn how to get on a sales call and convert energy into income. Here, you will learn how to code your own app for your business, set up your social media pages, and learn how to build million-dollar sales funnels. And we will give all that information to every single person who wants it. If you want to quadruple your retirement, this is the place. If you want to bring a customer into the company and have the company do most of the work for you to keep them paying you every single month, this is the place. If you want to benefit from the company's success, this is the place. If you want a company to email your customers money-making tips every single day that keeps them loyal to your downline, this is the place. You and I both know the world and how we used to make money, it has changed. You and I both know that all the tactics that you used to use to produce good results, they don't work the way they once did. How many people do you know that have not adjusted to this information age and now they are out of business? Ask yourself, how much more time do you have to waste and be out of business? Here's my advice to you. Stop passing up on opportunities because you're afraid to take another loss. Fear is the enemy of wealth, and comfort is the repellent of millions. Will you answer the call? Or will you just get excited and be like, wow, this is a great video, and do nothing? The choice is yours. Let us celebrate your retirement. Let us celebrate your millions. Let us celebrate you and break you through the glass. This is ATS, and this is your moment. I guarantee you, Facebook, I'm telling you here first, Facebook is going after YouTube. They're doing the very best they can. They got Facebook Watch and they got Instagram TV. Facebook is playing a whole different game now. They're playing a game of screen time. You need to be dominating that. Since Facebook, Instagram want to play screen time, well, so does Luminous, Footwear. You feel me? So do you. So what you're going to do is, and leave this up to you, but you need to and make sure it's vertical video. Okay? If there is something about vertical video, it is a new trend, but it's been a new trend for a while. Don't make it horizontal. It's cool to make it horizontal, but make this vertical video because it gives you this feeling of, man, I'm behind the scenes with Dakota. Man, I should be. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like, I shouldn't even be seeing this. Yeah. Give people access to you, man. You know, let them see. Just put it all on IGTV and don't worry about who watching. I was teaching some folk last night in my private network. I got a podcast called Brick by Brick. Antonio T. Smith Jr. and Tempest S. Smith. We've been doing this since 2012, bro. I pushed out almost 300 episodes before people start paying attention to me.
Thank
And that was hard. I'm telling you. Just the effort was hard. But forget all that. Don't worry about who watching. You need to get it done. Right? It took 300 episodes and 5 years before I heard from my first fan. His name is Ryan. Lives in Canada. Swear to God, that's the truth.
you.
Real talk. But now it's all good. You feel me?
Get
All right. So those observations I just made from just watching you. So we're gonna break this down in 2 pieces. I'm gonna let you respond back to all those observations since the energy is there, and then we can double back to the beginning of the phone call. You can ask me whatever you want. So let's start off with the energy of I just gave you some observations, told you what to do. Go ahead and respond back to that, and we can go back and forth.
Yes, I wrote down the 4. Make people complain. That's the first one I wrote about. Yeah, I have been posting like since October, as far as like since the October 5th meeting we had in Macomb. I haven't posted so much about Luminous Footwear. Like, yeah, I used to think about, am I posting too much? Am I posting too much? Because I didn't want to drown the people out. I wanted to be kind of exclusive, like Luminous Footwear to be exclusive. But I guess I had the wrong perspective of that. So yeah, I'm going to post so much, like more since we're on the phone now. Like just like you said, 10 posts, 10, 20 posts a day on Instagram. Like I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
I don't want to limit myself.
Your favorite people doing it, right?
Yeah, they are.
There you go. So you go be somebody else's favorite people.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Yep.
I just thought that they posted so much because people wanted to hear from them so much. I guess I didn't know the value of knowing that. I didn't know the value. So yeah, I'm going to definitely post more and get them.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. I'm glad you coachable. Yeah, I'm glad you coachable, man. And what it is, man, a bunch of average people taught you don't oversaturate yourself. Don't be irritating. Don't post too much, right? They taught me the same thing. You feel me? And they listening to me talk right now and disagreeing with me right now, right? So what?
Yes, sir.
Get it in. In fact, I'll tell it to you this way. We need to stop acting like new businesses and start acting like real businesses. You ain't never seen Coca-Cola say, "Oh man, Dakota, we're not gonna drop this commercial no more." I know you've seen it already. You never seen that.
No.
You never seen Verizon Wireless go, "Hey, man, hey, don't. I'm sorry for coming at you again." No, they coming at your head every chance they get.
That's right.
You go catch a city bus, they got right. They on the side of the bus.
Right.
Yeah, you listen to a podcast, you know what I'm saying, man? No matter what they at your head, you go at their head. Except for since you're a personal brand, you get to be cool with it. You get to do vertical video, put people behind the scenes. You get to take pictures. You get to show your graphics. I mean, not your, what I'm saying, your design. You get to do all that stuff, man. Right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Okay, keep going.
And with the becoming a monopoly, yes, I totally agree with that because like when I think of basketball, I think of like the best basketball player. I don't just think about every team. I just think of one. You just think about it, one person comes to your mind. I think like
that's a good point. That's it. That's my favorite player.
Yes, sir. he's great. Think of football, you think of one player. So yeah, I'm just saying like that's very important because that's going to be more business and it's going to like it all makes sense. It all makes sense.
Yeah, I ain't even think about that basketball analogy. That's perfect. I'm gonna have to use that. Thank you very much. I'm gonna quote you when I use it. All right, but that's good though. That's good. That's definitely good. Okay. What else feedback you got or questions from that?
On that topic right there, I just it made me think about it better. So it makes sense. That's on number 2. Number 3, find a way to shift the narrative, giving back. That's actually what's going on with the ambassador group I'm in out of Macomb. I don't know if I said the name.
Yep. No. Yeah, you can say the name, man. I don't care if you promote people, man. Go ahead. Just put people on.
FY Group. It's a nonprofit organization we're in. So that's just that right there.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Definitely. And I saw you post like 2 days ago, maybe it was 3 days ago. I'm an entrepreneur, man. These days be running together. But I saw you was
Sir.
with all the kids and you was with Shanta. I saw the picture. It looked real good. Do more of that too, right? Plenty
Yes,
more
sir.
of that. Yeah, plenty more of that, man. Plenty more of that. So that's good. So that was three. And I think I gave you a fourth one, probably
Yep.
IGTV or something.
Yes, sir. Dominate IGTV, Facebook screen time. Yeah, you said vertical video, not horizontal, and to give them the access of like they're in the room with, with me. So yeah, that I didn't know that at all. I did not know that.
Yeah, well, that's something I've been studying here lately, man. Vertical video. I've been sleeping on vertical video because horizontal video, as an editor, it's just better, right?
Yes,
But your customers aren't necessarily they have a different definition of better. While vertical video, remember IGTV just start letting you flip the video to the side now, right? They just start. You used to have to turn your phone sideways. Now they got it to where you can go full screen. But vertical video from Vine and Snapchat, TikTok is great proof of vertical video, which you need to be on TikTok as fast as possible, right? But
yes,
TikTok
sir.
is fantastic proof of vertical video because there's something different. There's something psychologically different about seeing vertical video. It's like watching DJ Khaled Snapchats, right? Like, man, I shouldn't even be seeing this, right? You know what I'm saying? There's something about that, and you give people that access too, man. The more you give people access like that, is the more that you'll definitely convert the sales. Fair enough.
Yes,
All
definitely,
right,
sir.
cool. No doubt. Let's shift focus real quick. Let's make this all about you and not my observations. You got the floor. Man, ask me anything you want, and we'll go from there.
Yes, sir. I should have wrote down some questions, but I
Nah,
love
ain't no
getting.
problem.
Yes, I love coming from the like just ahead, just ask genuine
Yep.
questions. Let me see anything. Let me see what I'm learning right now. Like
Well,
everything you
what
said,
I could do is I can steer you in a few directions too, and then you can keep your adaptability. Like stay in your gift, right? I can tell you think well on your feet, so stay in your gift. Don't let me take you out your gift. But I'll steer you in a few directions too, and then use your gift with my directions. Fair enough.
yes, sir, yes, sir.
So give me your top three pain points, and then use your gift inside of that too. So the top three things you think are holding you back, or the top three things you want to accomplish the most. Start there, and then it'll get your brain moving.
Top three things I want to accomplish. Publicity.
Okay,
That's
so
one of them.
we actually already addressed that whole conversation in front. That is publicity, but let me add something to that real quick.
Yes,
There
sir.
is no there's no more difference. PR and marketing used to be different. Used to be two different things. Not anymore. This is something I don't think people know this yet. But let me explain the difference between PR and marketing. Marketing is a form of sales. Marketing is what let me try to dumb this down. Let me start off with PR to help me dumb down marketing. PR is me convincing you gotta buy from Dakota, right? You
Yes, sir.
have to. You're you're foolish if you don't. Look at them. Come on, right?
Yes, sir.
It's Dakota. Look at them. Go buy from them, right? It's me. It's like the movie Inception. It's me planting the idea in you, and you think it's your own idea that buying from Dakota is the right thing to do. That's PR.
Yes, sir.
Me me shaping through story, your story, and planting the idea in people that they need to do something you want them to do. That's PR. Marketing is simply putting yourself out. I'm doing a good job trying to dumb this down. It's putting yourself out there through a medium that allows people to see you and what you're doing. Terrible definitions, but they are effectively doing their purpose right now.
Yes, sir.
Now, there is no difference between those two no more. You know why? And I guarantee you, every PR in the world is feeling the hurt of the internet right now because, or social media, not the internet, because, dude, you can shape your own story now. The whole conversation me and you were having about IG was a full PR conversation.
Yes,
It
sir.
wasn't marketing, that was PR. And you cut out the middleman and you can do it yourself. So there is no more PR and marketing. There is just you with your personal brand now, which is PR and marketing, right? So
Yes, sir.
your number one pain point we've already addressed. I just wanted to let you know that you got the power. So while you think you need PR, you are PR. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Now, here's some people that I would encourage you to follow. You're probably already following Gary Vaynerchuk. If not, you should be.
You said that name for me one more time.
Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V. If you're not following Gary V, I want you to listen. I want you to find his podcast as fast as possible. Start from episode 1. He is,
Yes.
oh my God, yeah. Definitely do that. And actually, you know what? Let me just stick you at Gary V. Let me just put you right there. I wanted to give you no other names. Gary, and then you could put V, like the letter V in the search, or just put V or VEE, and it'll take you to him.
Yes, sir.
Vaynerchuk is his name. Cool. Boom. All right. So give me the other 2 pain points or what you're trying to accomplish.
With me, I also want to like have mass production with the shoes. Like I don't want to have
Good.
time wasted with that mass production. I want to mass produce customers.
Good. Give me the third one real quick because we're gonna spend a lot of time on this number 2.
333. Let me see what I see. 333. I really can't think of a third right now.
Nah, that's cool. Don't force it. Don't force it. Stay in your gift. All right. Let's. You are writing down, right? Because I'm about to.
Yes, sir, I am.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. I want you. Oh, okay. First off, you don't have to write this down. Just receive this information. I don't know where you got wanting to control your own distribution from, but it's the best thing you've said so far. Okay. For a lot of reasons. Now you can write this down. The businesses that will survive the next recession, actually not survive, the businesses that will thrive in the next recession or any recession for that fact have large distribution systems. That's facts. And that's all facts. The larger the distribution, the more you will survive. Now, if you want to study distribution, I invite you to study Google, Amazon, any network marketing company, multi-level. So Google, Amazon, multi-level marketing.
Yes, sir.
Apple. The reason why I'm telling you this, because the last recession, now you're too young to, you remember it, but you're too young to have experienced it because the last recession was 10 years ago and you were 9. But it was 2008, 2009. Apple, Google, Amazon, they were not big deals. They were good companies. They were not the deals. They were not the global powers that they are now. It was the recession that made them that way. Okay? The recession in 2008 was by the time historians start talking about it, it was really a line of demarcation. It was the line that took us out of the industrial age that you learned about in school to the technology, right? To the technology era. We are now in the technology age. Or information age is what it's called. There's no doubt about it. Anything that operate, any business model that operate on an industrial model, what's that? Think of Detroit. How you have an assembly line, How you have an assembly line, one person doing one person doing a job but never getting the whole picture, and 10 people on an assembly line doing that job. Now today, one person do 10 jobs with the aid of technology, us being smarter, our smartphones, whatever that may be. You know, I'm running a multi-million-dollar company. My core employees, there's 5 of them. That's insane, right? That's insane, bro. It doesn't make sense. I'm getting ready to hire. Well, I've already had 22 people. I hired one, but actually now I'm gonna hire 22 people, and there are just going to be hourly employees. But I'm not gonna go past that. Like I'm gonna be running. I'm gonna get to billions and billions dollar company if I can with less than 100 employees. I don't need them. Don't need them because I operate on a different model, right? So you want to get distribution is the most fantastic thing I've heard you say. In the church world, they say flesh and blood did not reveal that to you. You were well beyond your years, and I don't know why you want it, but I'm glad you want it. So let's break this down real quick. Let's define distribution, and I'm going to give you another simple definition because it's the only thing that matters, just the understanding of it. Okay? Distribution means how far and fast can you get your product in front of people? Sit. Sit. How far and fast can you get your product in front of people? Got it. That's it, bro. This again, terrible definition, but facts. This just because it's terrible definition for a school paper. It's facts in business. Now, before I can move forward, I need to know, and I'm going to ask you a tough question. You probably haven't asked yourself this before, maybe you have. How much money in total sales, I mean gross, that means before salary comes out, before taxes come out, how much in gross sales do you want to make a day?
A day.
Yeah.
I really want to make a great amount of money.
Okay. Great is good. You got the right mentor there.
So just throw you a number. Well, tell you
throw me a number that whatever number you gonna give me, I'm either gonna correct it or I'll make you commit to it. So stay in your gift. I'll do the rest.
Might give 5,000 a day.
Too low.
Too low?
Look, yeah, hell yeah, it's too low. Let's go with 50,000 a day.
50,000 a day.
Okay, 50,000 a day. Let's go with 50,000 a day. Okay. Now, if you shoot for 50,000 a day, which is hard for you to believe in, and you hit 5,000 a day, do you care? No, you got right. You got 5,000 a day. You don't care. But if you shoot for 5,000 a day and you get 50 a day, right? You missed your goal. So let's shoot for 50,000. Get me? So let me recommend a book to you real quick before we move on. I'm assuming you've never read Grant Cardone's 10X.
No, sir.
All right, I want you to get that book. Grant Cardone, 10X, because
10X.
Yeah, that principle I just gave came right. Well, the example I gave came right out of that. And I mentioned something else early in the call, and it was another pearl from that, and you didn't recognize either one of them. You want to read that book before our next session. I want you to have that book read. Now, you can buy it on Audible if you have Audible, right? Like audio books. You're more than welcome. As long as you get the information in your head, I don't care how you listen to it. Okay, how you get it. Okay, and I'll let that book explain itself, and then that will help us move forward. Now, $50,000 is what you should be thinking today. The reason why you should be thinking $50,000 because it's your birthright. It is your birthright to make $50,000 a day. Period. Okay. Period. It is. Now, that's not even that much. That's $18.2 million a year. You got Jeff Bezos is making this. He's making $18 million a day.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not even that much. Now, I'm going to give you some real numbers. Okay, I want you to write these numbers down, and I don't want you to forsake these numbers because this is where what I excel at is business systems. That's what made me stand out. I mean, growing up homeless, 6, 18, my brain. Well, I had the first I've been making money, so I was like 6.5. That's the advantage I have. The business system is what I do well. How much does your lowest shoe cost?
Like you said, like a custom or like that.
The one, give me the, it doesn't matter, custom or non-custom, whatever you do it. What's the lowest amount of money you can make?
$40.
Okay. Now, is that your profit or is that the sale?
That is my profit.
Good. So we're going to stick with $40. Okay. Now let's go with. All right, let's take some real numbers. I'll do the math for us, but if you want, but write down the math I'm doing, okay?
Yes, sir.
50,000
Yes, sir.
divided by 40 equals 1,250. And I'll tell you what these numbers mean here in a second.
Yes, sir.
So basically, write this again now. I'm going to say the same thing, but this time I want you to dress it up. Now you can just dress it up. $50,000 divided by my profit
Yes, sir.
equals how many shoes I need, or that product, we'll call it how many of that product I need to sell at this product. At this profit. Okay.
Yes,
$50,000 daily divided by my profit equals how many sales transactions I need to have a day.
yes, sir.
So right now off top, we've shifted your thinking from whatever you're doing to 1,250 sales a day. Now, before you got to this phone call, were you thinking that way?
No, I wasn't.
All right, that's the whole point of mentors, right? Now, does your Instagram currently market to this volume?
No, sir.
All right, you get me? Now, all this is good news. All this is good news. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to reverse these numbers, okay? I want you to, let's see, find $50,000. Boom, boom, boom. So let's see how many people you would have to reach. So knowing that we need to sell 1,250, we're going to put you at a 10% conversion rate. That's going to be total. That's going to be from you, sales team. It's going to be from you talking. It's from you on the phone, social media. It's going to put the 10%. That's a terrible conversion rate, but it's pretty realistic. Now, but there's. Let me. I gotta be careful with my words. Realistic. Okay. That's just. I don't ever want you to be realistic. However, when it comes to losing numbers or losing profit or profit loss, I always want you to be realistic. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Like if you're going to account for attrition, which means how many people you'll lose every month, I always want you to go worst case scenario. Always. Okay? Now, don't be realistic, but when it comes to losing money, I need you to be over realistic because the number one goal of making money is not to lose it. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Cool. So that basically, we're going to take 1,250 and divide that by 10, and that tells you need to reach 12,500 people a day. In order for you, to get to. So write it down this way. In order for me, put the word me in there,
Yes, sir.
like you as an ME, so you be talking to yourself. To
Yeah, first
make
person.
50,000, yeah, first person, $50,000 a day. I, first person again, must reach 12,500 people a day. What we're currently doing now is we're developing you a business system of how to get this done. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That's what we're doing. Now, it doesn't matter right now if you hit these numbers. You now have a path. And what you're going to do is you're going to design your company, your reach, your effort, your energy around this path. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. Okay, now I can tell you immediately we need to come up with a monthly program as fast as possible because you're going to. Let me break this down. You ever heard of the expression check to check? People live in check to check.
Yes, sir.
Well, if you're not careful, you're going to live shoe to shoe, right? You're going to be, I got this sale. And as soon as you get that money, it's spent because you're living shoe to shoe, which is you're just trading check to check for shoe to shoe. We want to get you out that situation. You feel me?
Yes.
So what you need to create is a monthly subscription service that allows you to get to help you get to $50,000 a day without your effort of 1+1, right? That hey, buy my shoe. We want to keep you in buy my shoe, but we also want you to get monthly retaining money that as soon as someone signs up, they always buying something. So I want you to think about a monthly subscription program that allows people to get, I don't know, it's up to you, 10 shoe designs or 10 shoes a month or unlimited shoes a month, 2 shoes a month. I don't know. Don't matter to me. We'll cover that on the next call. But I want you to be thinking about your monthly subscription program for the rest of the week. Okay?
Yes, sir.
That monthly subscription program, brother, is called residual income.
Yes, sir.
It's your freedom money. You understand? It's your freedom money. That's the money that Imagine making $50,000 a day and it's automatic. Imagine that. Imagine you taking you take a full year off, and you're gonna make $50,000 a day whether you work or not. Imagine that. See the difference?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. So we'll get to the subscription. What we're gonna do is next week, and you just put it down on your paper. Remind me. So when I ask you, all right, man, what we got going on this week, you're gonna tell me, all right, you said last week we were gonna talk about subscription services. Here's what I came up with, and then remind me to talk about attrition rate. So that's going to be very important because now that you're charging people per month, a certain amount of people are going to fall off per month.
Yes, sir.
It's just nature of doing business. Credit cards going to expire. They're going to get broke. Christmas going to come up, whatever that may be, right? Just so many different things. Remind me to bring up attrition so I don't forget that, and everything else will go from there. Okay,
Okay.
cool.
He said word for me one more time. The rate. The rate.
Attrition. That's ATT
Yes, sir.
RITI. No, attrition.
Gotcha.
TION. Yeah,
Attrition rate.
attrition. It just means losing customers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's all it means. It just, it's an attrition rate. It's, if you cook some popcorn in the microwave, you're gonna have an attrition rate of that popcorn because all the kernels ain't gonna pop.
Gotcha.
You get me? So if I know I'm putting 1,000 kernels in each bag, I need to account for so my customers can have a good popcorn eating experience that all 1,000 is not going to pop. So I need to have enough poppage if I'm selling popcorn that makes my customers not be upset with the amount of seeds that did not pop due to seeds just didn't pop, heat didn't get hot enough, or those seeds were at the bottom of pop seeds and we didn't want to pop the popcorn, or I can't control the heat of everyone's microwave. So I'm looking at the worst case scenario, best case scenario, and I know I want this amount of poppage to have a happy customer. You see what I'm saying? You probably never thought about popcorn that way because I never thought about popcorn that way. I just made it up, right? But that's how people think, though, right? Well, that's how when you get to this level, that's how you think. How can I make sure my customer is extremely happy with this much poppage? Let's take that into weed, okay? Marijuana. Weed has seeds in it, right? Now, a legal or we take a legal or illegal, just depending on what state you're in. You have to account for the attrition of the weed because there's going to be some seeds in there, and you can't have too much seeds. You understand what I'm saying? Blah 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 blah. We can do this all over the place. If you're a pastor, okay, you're going to have to account for the attrition of church members that's going to show up. You got church members on the roll, and then church members actually in attendance. Those are two different numbers. That's a natural weekly attrition. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. And for
It's very new to me, but I never thought about that. But it sounds good.
No doubt. And see, but I'm going to prep you, we're doing it right now, that when you're doing your numbers, when you're building your system, we automatically account for it. That way you're not surprised. Because basically, attrition is money that ain't going in your bank account. So you don't need to count it. You just don't need to count it. You feel me? So when you're trying to make $50,000 a day, you're really going to have to make something like 80 or something like $75,000 a day, because you're going to lose $25,000 and end up with $50,000. But we'll cover that next week. I could cover it now, but I don't want to throw too many concepts at you. I want you to stew on them for a little bit, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's go back
to
our system.
Ears open,
say it again.
Okay, all ears open though.
Oh, I already know. No. Oh, trust me. I know you ready for it. No. Well, let me tell you why. I know you ready. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk to you about the attrition rate after you read 10x, after you think about it for a week. That way, when I give it to you next week, you're not gonna get it as a beginner. You're gonna get it as almost a master. You feel me? That's why I'm waiting that's why I'm waiting next week. I know you're ready. I just want you to be ready because I'm intense. Because by the third, fourth week, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, where's your, we ain't talking no more. Where the post at, right? Where's the monthly program? I'm gonna have you building it. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, right? Yeah. We ain't in school. We in entrepreneurship. I'm gonna have you doing this stuff. Now, let's go back to our system. We now know we need 1,250. I believe that's what I said. 1,200. Okay, cool. 1,250 is what we need to sell per day. You now have the mindset that every time I post, is this post worthy of me getting 1,250 people a day? If it's not, don't post it. Post something hotter. Get it?
Yes.
If it don't sound like the Dakota that's making $50,000 a day, I ain't talking about quality as far as production. I'm saying, did this add value to 1,300 people? If it didn't, don't post it. Because you got a brand now. You feel me? Like you don't get to post like regular people no more. Yes. You gotta post. Yeah, you gotta post like the star. You the main actor in your movie now. You the man. Yeah, you gotta post like that now. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta post like that now. Cool. Now we got $50,000 a day. That's your goal now. It's $50,000 a bust. Once we get to $50,000, then you're gonna figure out how I get to $500,000 a day, right? But that's where we get there. Cool. So now we got the little system. One more thing. Tell me how your custom shoes work. Now, I want to point out something to you real quick. No,
Yes, sir.
notice I could have asked you that at the beginning of the call. I didn't need to because how your stuff worked was irrelevant until now because I needed you to know what I observed. I needed to know what you wanted to accomplish. Now we can see how it works and we're going to blend how it works around what you want to accomplish and what your market wants. Because what you want to do is irrelevant. What your market wants is relevant. So let me define what a market is real quick. A market, write this down. Well, let's start off with customer first. A customer is obviously what you know, somebody buying from you. A customer is somebody buying from me, first person. Under that, I want you to put the customer is not always right. I want you to eat that. They lied to you. They told you the customer's always right. They lied. They're liars. The customer is not always right. They're typically not right. Now, the market is 100% right.
Okay.
So, what's a market? A market is a group of customers interested in your product.
Group of customers.
Interested in your product. And there's a market for everything. There's a food market, right? You ever heard that before? Food market?
Yes, yes, sir.
That means a bunch of people interested in going to the food. That's why you call it a food market. It's not just a grocery store, right? It's not a small grocery store. It's a food market because it's a market for foods. Stock market, what's that? A bunch of customers wanting stocks.
Yes, sir.
Right? You get it now? Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Real estate market, okay, a bunch of customers interested in real estate. There's a market for everything. There's a shoe market and there's a luminous market as well, and that's what you're gonna have. Now, a market is a bunch of customers that want your stuff or custom shoes. And let me tell you something, bro. They always right. When you put a bunch of customers together wanting your stuff, that's who's right. Not one customer, a bunch of
Got it.
them. The reason I didn't ask you what you want to do, because what I may change what I may tell you to change what you want to do because it may not work for your market. I don't know yet. Right? So you're about to tell me what you do, and then we're about to figure out who your market is. And then we'll change what you're doing or keep what you're doing. We're going to find out right now. So what exactly do you do? What do you mean by custom shoes?
Okay. A customer will bring me either a worn down shoe, like a used shoe, or a brand new shoe. With the used shoe, I will deep clean the sneaker to make sure that they're clean for preparation. And I will prepare it with a acetone to get the factory finish off, so I can either draw or paint, and it will stick. So yeah, I'm preparing it. Then I will actually customize it, whether it would be like a color change or to draw like different like figures like cartoons or anything. And after I do that, then I will seal it with a sealant to make sure they stick on the shoe for either like fashion or to wear in games or anywhere like anywhere. And then I will post it, and then we will give them back to the person. That's with the used shoe. So with with the brand new shoe, they're already clean, so no need to actually clean the shoe. But I will either, like I said, either the color change, or I will give them like any type of customization they want to do on them. So I'll best like refurbish the shoe, do it the way they want to do it, and have them how they want to do
it. No doubt that all that's hot. Okay, there's definitely a market for that. Let me tell you something. When I was in school in the 8th grade, bro. Okay, we talking about the 90s. We would get what we call the East Bay magazine. I swear to God, that's a real magazine. And we would literally, because there was no internet. Well, it was, but it wasn't available to people. It was for government. And the East Bay magazines, where you got the shoes, man, you pick up, man, I never in my life ordered from the East Bay because I was too broke, but I got every last one of them though, right? You wouldn't even cool if you were looking at the East Bay magazine, and there would be these cats customizing shoes out of New York or something, and we'd be like, man, that's so cool, right? And so that's been a market for a while. So you're in a fantastic market. A couple of things I want you to add to this market.
Yes, sir.
I want you to find your way into reselling shoes. It's just one of those common sense things. GameStop is probably only still in business right now because the internet, there's no reason to even go to GameStop.
Yes, sir.
It's probably only still in business because they can buy back games, resale. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
It's probably the only reason why it's still in business. eBay is in business because you can sell your old stuff there and resell it, right?
Yes, sir.
Some people are just going to want to get rid of their shoes. So what you're going to be able to do is have people donate their shoes to you, okay? Or, a little buyback program you may start. And you're going to get shoes for the low. And then you're going to have a whole stock of shoes. And there you go, right? You're going to have a whole stock of shoes. And then you'll be able to just be dressing up shoes for a whole bunch of stuff, right? So some
Yes, sir.
weird stuff you didn't even think of. Now that I know what you're trying to do for sure, you might want to write down in your near future, you're going to need a warehouse, buddy. There's no doubt about it. If
Warehouse
because if
money.
well, not money, you're gonna need a warehouse. If you're trying to get to even at $5,000 a day is what you said. You can't do $5,000 a day without storing these shoes somewhere.
Yes,
You're
sir.
gonna need a warehouse. Yeah, you're gonna need a warehouse for sure. There's no doubt about it. You're gonna unless you want your room smelling like shoes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna need a warehouse or something. Locker. And it's going to be climate control, right? Definitely. Now, also, mm, I want you to study. I want you to study drop shipping if you're not familiar with it.
Drop shipping.
Yeah, drop shipping is, and you can just put YouTube. Go to YouTube and put drop shipping in. Trust me, there's a gazillion videos. Just watch, about 17, 30 minutes worth until you get a general idea. And then I want you to study. I want you to type this in YouTube.
Yes, sir.
How eBay got started. I want you to type that in. That's going to be pretty cool. And see if you can. I've never typed it in, but find some origin stories. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm taking your model. I'm showing you other models that work, but I'm also exposing you to greatness, and I want you to take from these models and put it into yours, which leads me to the last point that we have on this phone call now. I want you to copy. Okay?
Yes, sir.
This is very antithetical of what you would have heard from anybody else. But I want you to copy. I don't want you to be like anybody, but right now, I want you to be like people. Okay? I just do. I'm going to tell you why. China, when you were growing up, China was copying everything from the West. I mean, like they literally got Apple stores in China that's not even Apple stores. They ain't even try to hide it. They literally built a store, literally used the logo. Like for real deal, they just literally just straight up plagiarized. They did. But what it did over decades, it created some serious entrepreneurs over in China. That's why China is dominating right now.
Yes, sir.
Because what it did, it you can't copy something without learning how it works. It's like reverse engineering. It's like opening up a toaster, figuring out how it works, and making your own toaster just like it. When you do that, it's actually going to give you new skill sets. And once you copy, what's going to happen is you're going to learn from places that's already successful. once you get a few new skill sets down that you don't have, then you're gonna make it your own. I'm
Yes, sir.
basically speeding up your learning curve. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to copy. Okay?
You got to roll down.
Good. Good. Gary Vee help you out with the marketing and the PR. Hey man, we covered a lot. I think that's it. Any questions for me?
Um, I have like three papers full of notes. It's looking everything. I'm gonna definitely go home and restudy all of this. Start shipping to the 24th of day to Amazon, how everything started.
Good.
Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
Keynotes,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Good, man. Good. So we will catch up next week. Or whatever. I think she got you scheduled for the next 10 weeks, right? Is that what she did?
You said every Wednesday at 2 p.m.
All right, then. That's what we do then. So
Yes, sir.
she squeezed that out. So this every week bro, you're gonna grow a whole lot. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, definitely that, man. And I appreciate you following me. I think I've seen you on a few of my social medias. I'm grateful. I really am. Thank you for texting me too. I don't take it lightly. Take some of this. I do a lot of good stuff. Some stuff I do that I could do better, but I do a lot of good stuff. Take that from me. If you
Yes,
see
sir.
me, you've been hitting me up on my fan phone. Every time you hit me up, I hit you back, right?
Yes, sir. That's right.
You feel what I'm saying? Right?
Yes,
You ain't the only one I'm doing like that. You're the only one that's getting coaching from me right now. But you ain't only like do that. You see how it's personal. You understand? Like we have a different relationship. We have a deeper relationship, is what I would say, because I'm not treating you normal. Do your people the same way, right? There's a lot of stuff that I do well that you can take from. Copy it. Don't be afraid to copy. Average people are going to tell you not to copy. Don't listen to them. Okay? You can be genuine now, copy now, learn, and then you can dominate your own unique way. Okay? You can absolutely do that. So right now, let's speed up your learning curve and let's start reverse engineering some successful business peoples and practices. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, man. I appreciate you. We'll convene right here, and let's see. Yeah, let's chop it up, and we'll get it from there, man. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
I have felt so much in life. I've been so evil. I've done everything in life to mess it up, and I have. I have completely messed this life up. And then I changed. And then I started applying things that I didn't know, but I always knew. You call it the law of attraction. Or maybe you don't. Or maybe you're religious and maybe you're not. Here is what I know. I know that we all have a karmic debt to pay off. And I have either paid mine off or almost off. And now I dedicate my entire life to you. Please know that as my life is dedicated to you, it means I get beat up a lot. But that's what this is about. It is about people like me putting their gains at risk for you. The crazy thing about life is once we get enough, whatever enough means, if you're a politician, it's enough votes. Someone likes money, enough money, whatever enough is. A pastor, enough members, we tend to protect it. This podcast is not about protection, it is about you. I sincerely believe in you. I know you're going to be it. I know you're going to do it, whatever that is for you. There are no mistakes. I want you to share this podcast, but not for personal gain. I want you to share it because I am giving you my every being so you can turn around and do the same for others. I give away me, and then you give away you. I lower me so you can stand on my shoulders, and then you return the favor and you lower yourself so someone else will stand on your shoulders, and then voila. No one is lower than the other because we've all lowered ourselves. Finally, the music in this podcast that you're going to hear, I hope it gets stuck in your head. It's actually from my favorite movie, Cloud Atlas. It's a cover. It's not the original version, but it sounds just like it. Cloud Atlas is a great movie by the Wachowskis. My second favorite movie is The Matrix, but that has nothing to do with this right now. It is about repeating the same mistakes. And so I'm hoping subconsciously that as you repeat the same mistakes, Cloud Atlas is mostly about ascending from those mistakes. So I'm hoping the words, the music, the melody, everything helps you ascend to where you're supposed to be, which is where you've always agreed you wanted to be before you got here. I love you. This is The Secret to Success, Law of Attraction. I really, really know that this will be a blessing, a lifesaver to many people. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can plan better. You can